if your idea passes the validation matrix test, and you're going to ask yourself the questions of, can I make it higher usage? Can I make it higher value? Can I niche it down? Can I find more users for it? Then we must test if you can get traction. So this is so important. Most people have an idea, they run out the gates and they start investing in building the product, and then they try to sell it. We talk about this all the time on this channel. Instead, you are going to use the 7-figure launch sequence that we've done many videos on. This is the launch sequence that Daniel Priestley has now used to launch over 7 businesses that all do over 7 figures a year. I think it might even be 8 figures now with his success with ScoreApp. This is the way that he launches products. This is the way that we launch products with our customers here at Minimal Viable Launch. They have an idea. They validate if that idea is actually worthwhile solving and is viable as a business from an economic standpoint in the first place. Then we design the vision. This is how we're going to solve the problem. We're going to understand the problem a little bit more. We're going to do some design thinking. We're going to put some screens together. We're going to create a clickable prototype, and then we're going to sell it. And most people get this completely backwards. They leave selling it to after they've launched it and built it, okay? But you're going to sell it now. You're going to jump on calls with people. You're going to show them. You're going to talk to them about the problem you're solving. You're going to show them your solution, and then you're going to ask them to join your wait list. You're going to ask them to give you an email. You can get back in contact with them. Or if you're feeling really brave, you're going to ask them to sign up to become a beta tester at a cut rate price in order to give you feedback and grow and help shape the direction of the growth of this product, okay? If you cannot sell it now, it's not going to get any easier in the future to sell. It's as simple as that. Your first sales will come from your warmest network, and your warmest network is easiest to sell to. So this graph here, those with the highest know, like, trust factor of you have the least difficulty of being closed. So your friends and family are easier to close on a sale than someone halfway across the world who's never heard your name, never heard of your brand, doesn't know, like, or trust you, and is inherently a little bit suspicious that you're going to scam them, okay? So we have to start validating the traction of this product by looking at your network, your close network, those with the highest know, like, trust factor, and making sales there, okay? And you're gonna do this really simply. You're just going to ask. You're going to build your first ever sales list here, right? Your leads list. You're going to look at all of your contacts. You're gonna put them into a spreadsheet, and it's going to be everyone that you know who might suffer from the problem you're gonna solve. And again, we go back to that zone of genius. If you have the networks and connections for this idea, for people who suffer from this problem, this exercise is way easier. And this is how you see that the zone of genius is so important to focus on, because if you have more warm leads right out the gate, you will grow faster out of the gate, which will make getting investment easier, getting grants easier, or just remaining bootstrapped, okay? So you're gonna look at your friends, your family, your colleagues, people who are at your gym or your sports club, anyone that you know their name and you can get their contact details who might suffer from this problem, you will put into this list. You're going to go through anyone who's ever emailed you, your social media platform contacts, people who you know of that you can reach out to. And you're going to build that list, and then you're going to send them a simple and direct invite. Okay, this is probably a little bit too long. You get a bonus round. You get $100 for every word you can delete out of this ask. Be short, sweet, and to the point. But you're going to tell them what you're building. You're going to ask them and say, look, I want to speak with you because you are someone who encounters this key problem that you are trying to solve. We would like to speak to you to participate in some research because we feel that your expertise in the area that they're an expert will help us significantly improve the product for other people just like you. If you read Robert Cialdini's book, Influence, he talks about this. If you want more people to accept your ask, you just give them a because. I want you to do this because. Okay, really interesting study with Xerox where they measured who could cut in line just by saying they're busy. And when people tried to cut in line and say, hey, can I go in front of you? The answer in most cases was no. But when they said, Can I go in front of you because I'm really busy? The acceptance rate of that request went up into like the 67% plus region, right? So give people a because when you're giving them an ask. Then you do something really clever. You limit the time. You say, would you be willing to jump on a 20-minute online call, online meeting with myself to discuss this? We are going to offer you an Amazon voucher, and the amount changes based on the persona you are targeting. A CEO is going to want a much higher rate of Amazon vouchers, let's say, or cash or whatever, than someone who is, let's say, earning minimum wage in their first job, something like that. You know, $20, £20, something like that would be quite exciting to someone at that level, okay? And the Amazon voucher is optional, but it will up the rate of acceptance, which, this is how you're going to close your first sale. So it's just a marketing cost. Think it like that, right? Don't overcomplicate this. You're going to send them an invite. And when you send them that invite, on the call, you're going to show them the product. You're going to get them speaking about their experiences. We've got some videos on this channel about conducting customer research, asking killer questions, and how to do that. You just get them really excited about the problem and your solution. And when they're excited, you say, would you like to join our beta community? Would you like to join our wait list so that when this launches, we can get in contact with you? Would you like to actually use this product? We're going to give you a discounted rate for being one of the first adopters. That's traction. And if you get people on those wait lists or making the sales or signing letters of intent, you can say to yourself genuinely, like hand on heart, this has got traction. It's an idea worth solving. It passed the validation matrix. It's an idea that's got traction. This is something that I can take the risky bet to invest in, get built, and when I launch it, I already have customers waiting.